In terms of first-time home buyers, what do you think is a good price point? Like, what are you seeing for a first-time home right now in the Denver metro?
Oh, well, in terms of product or price?
Yeah, like let's just say price, maybe single family versus a townhome, or
through 250, I won't say 300, 250 to 400 seems to be a sweet spot for a lot of first-time home buyers. But what I find every single year, and I love when it happens, is a first-time home buyer has more buying power than they thought. They hear things at work or from family members or friends that have bought their first home, such as, oh, you need 20% down to do it, which there's a lot of myths. So I think without having an advocate by their side, a professional advocate by their side, helping them along, clear up a lot of this information, more often than not, we find people delighted on the information they find when they finally speak to an agent, such as myself, or in particular the lender, though, too, because that's a huge first step for a lot of people, is understanding what they're qualified for.
And they're nervous about making that call, and we try to make it super simple. We have the app. They can go on the app and fill it out in less than 5 minutes. On their phone or on their laptop. And like you said, it's like once they see the numbers, once our first time home buyers see those numbers and they realize their potential and what their buying power is, I think just a lot of that fear goes away, and it's like, oh wow, this isn't nearly as
well. Conversely, and going back to that story of the client we were working with for 3 years, and it took some work to get there. Having that knowledge is powerful too. I mean, that client could have very well gone 3 years without talking to anybody and then contacted us and had no idea that there was work to be done. So it's very important to just engage people in those conversations. And it's fantastic that mom and dad have experience, or coworkers have experience, or friends have experience. But every situation, every financial picture, every driving factor behind buying, it's all very unique to that person. So there's no peanut butter spread scenario for anybody.
Right. So. Yeah, it's not a one size fits all. And a lot of times, parents experience, not to diminish it because that is an amazing thing to have that, but things have changed so much and rapidly in our industry that, the age old, oh, don't pay PMI, it's a waste of money. Well, PMI is somewhat of a waste of money, but if it enables you to get into a home and you're paying rent, you're paying 100% interest on your rent, and that's really a waste of money. So if you could at least pay a little bit of PMI, but get into a home and start building equity, it's a different mindset, than maybe our parents or parents' had. But in this market, and to be able to get in and ride that appreciation up, it's a necessary evil, but it's a great way to get into a home with 3% down.
Well, I think a lot of that is just understanding the opportunity. There's just so much more opportunity that just didn't exist even 10 years ago.
Right.
Certainly 20 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah, well, great. I'm so glad you came in. Listen, if you have any questions, anything you want to know about first-time home buyers, please give Michelle a call. She's great. I've worked with her for years, and I will tell you, she really does care about her clients, and so that's important to me, and that's why we're good partners. Michelle Odo with the Odo Group at Leader One Financial, and Michelle Gwynn with Leader One Professionals. Thank you.
Thanks.